everyone, Ginny Lovell aka Tia Murphy here. Today I'm going to show you how to take straight stringers and turn them into wavy stringers using chalk in your kiln. I hope you enjoy this free tutorial, and if you do, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Materials you'll need include 1 or 2 millimeter glass stringers and either standard white chalk or larger contoured sidewalk chalk. Both are available at Amazon or Walmart. The stringer bending process involves 4 simple steps. 1. Prepare your chalk so it doesn't roll around on your kiln shelf. 2. Lay out the chalk in your kiln. 3. Position your stringers. And 4. Fire your stringers on top of the chalk. Prepare your chalk by rubbing it flat on any rough surface so it won't roll around in your kiln. You can use an emery board, coarse sandpaper, or any convenient sharp corner or rough surface. If the dust flies, be sure to wear a mask. I like to use this brick because it traps the chalk dust, it's washable, and I can reuse it. You can refire your chalk, but it will eventually disintegrate after a few firings. Colored chalk is okay, but do avoid new types that might contain extra additives. After you flatten one side of your chalk, lay it out in your kiln on either a papered or kiln wash shelf. Lay the chalk pieces in a straight line using whatever variation of large and small pieces you choose. Arrange your chalk either loosely or tightened, depending on your desired effect. You can skew the chalk in different directions to add interest or to fit the desired contours for whatever end product you'll be making. Once your chalk pieces are in place on your kiln, position your stringers on top of the chalk. I use this layout to accommodate full-length stringers in my Ken Profusion 16. Once you've positioned stringers on your chalk, carefully close your kiln lid so you don't disturb the order or spacing. Fire the stringers using this one-segment schedule, 9999 to 1260 degrees Fahrenheit or 682 degrees Celsius, for 6 to 10 minutes. Some will note the absence of the annealing segment. Small pieces of fused glass generally do not require annealing. The required annealing is minimal and will occur in the closed lid natural cool down. Firing stringers usually takes about 45 minutes, and in my Ken 16 costs less than $1 in electricity cost. I fired all of these stringers for 6 minutes. Your kiln could fire differently, or you might want to fire longer, up to 10 or 12 minutes for more dramatic waves. The actual time you fire will depend on the size of the chalk, the spacing between the chalk, and the desired drape. Be sure to test before committing, and you can always fire again if you want more dramatic results. Here are 3 simple project results for the stringers slumped in this video. This 5-inch round whimsical sun was made from stringers created in random colors with random chalk spacing and added embellishments. The stringers were held in place on a single layer circle with a drop of hairspray on each one, then fired to a contour fuse for this 3D effect. The heart and sun circle were fired all at once with the stringers on the single layer white circle. This is the one and done schedule for a contour fuse. This group of stringers were color stacked to resemble ocean and sunset colors, then laid closely together and fired on loose chalk. After firing, the ends were trimmed with mosaic nippers so the stringers could be nestled together and stored in painter's tape for a future project. Wheeled glass nippers can also be used to trim the stringers. This 8-inch dish was made with a set of color stacked stringers that were fired in a tight chalk pattern, then trimmed with mosaic nippers to nestle tightly together as one design element. The dish is composed of 2 layers of glass plus the stringers and was fired in a one-and-done fusing schedule, then slumped into a mold. To begin, the trimmed stringers were centered and secured with hairspray on the blue glass. The blue glass and attached stringers were then laid on a clear glass that was sprinkled with clear powder for bubble control. This mist of powder allows routes for bubbles to escape from between the layers during firing. For bigger pieces, I would add a bubble squeeze segment as well. After stacking the blue glass onto the powdered clear glass, all residual powder on the surrounding paper was brushed away from the glass to prevent little spikes. Mist spikes found after firing can be smoothed with diamond pads or fine sandpaper. Brush the powder away from the glass stack, but do not brush the powder onto any unwashed kiln surface. The piece was fired to this low fuse temp to preserve some of the stringer texture. After firing, the glass was slumped into a mold using this schedule. It's important to note that my kiln may fire differently than your kiln. My process temperatures are based on precision test tiles fired in my kiln. Stringers can be used for myriad projects, including stacked landscape designs, flower stems, human hair, pet fur, sculptures, sun rays, or accent elements on accessory pieces. The possibilities are endless and can be whimsical or elegant. Of course, straight stringers are used for stack or weave designs, much more complex than these simple projects shown here. Whatever your design element might be, I hope you find inspiration here. If you are inspired by this tutorial or if you learned something new, shout-outs are always appreciated when you post or display your project. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and comment.